See, last week I ran a live UX career clarity session, and almost every single person in that session asked me the same question, not in the same words, but the same fear. Rambal, AI can now build apps. Developers are using ChatGPT, Cursor, Copilot, and shipping the products in a weekend. So, why should anyone spend months learning UX design anymore? So, that is a very fair question, and today I want to answer it very honestly. So, not to comfort you, not to sell you anything, but because after 25 years in this industry, I have seen this panic before and I have seen how it ends. So let's talk about it. Hi, I am Rambal. I am running Aspira UX Design School. Section 1, the honest truth. First, let me say this clearly. Yes, a developer today with the right AI tools can build a working app faster than ever before. You can describe an idea to ChatGPT, use Cursor to generate code, use AI to create UI components, and within a few hours, you have something running. That is real, and it has genuinely changed how software gets built. And here is the question nobody is asking: just because you can build something, does that mean people will actually use it? Because a working product and a product that works for real people are not the same thing. Section 2, the passport story. Let me give you a real example, something every Indian can able to relate. So the Indian passport system. So you know TCS, right? So TCS manages the entire digital infrastructure for the passport services across the India. So millions of applications every year. Now, if you have ever booked a passport appointment, you know the process. So you fill the form, you upload the documents, you book a slot. Now imagine AI is introduced into this system tomorrow. What happens? Does the entire system collapse? Do all the employees disappear? No. Some tasks become faster. Some repetitive works get automated. But the real challenge remains the same. Think about a 60-year-old woman in a tier 3 town trying to navigate this website for the first time. She doesn't understand the error message. She is afraid to submit the wrong document. She doesn't know which field is mandatory. Eventually, she gives up and goes to the travel agent. That problem is not a coding problem, it is a human problem, a UX problem. And someone has to design the system in a way that works for her. So that someone is a UX designer. Section 3, the banking backbone. See, I am from the fintech background, so let me give you another example in that domain. So, almost 60% of Indian banks run on Infosys Finacle application. Think about a moment: SBI, HDFC, Axis. Millions of people use these systems every day. Now, imagine someone says, AI is here. Let's replace everything overnight. You know what happens? The entire banking system breaks. Payroll stops, transaction fails, ATM stop working. These systems are not simple apps. They are the digital backbone of the entire economy. And when systems become this large and complex, the biggest challenge is not writing the code. The biggest challenge is designing the experiences people can trust and understand. And that is where UX becomes even more important. Section 4, the real shift happening now. But something interesting is happening right now. So AI is not just helping the developers, it is also changing what designers can do. So traditionally, UX designers would create the Figma prototypes. They looked realistic, they simulated the interactions, but they were still design simulations. Now a new skill is emerging. Some people call it vibe coding. Instead of stopping at a Figma prototype, designers can now use AI tools to turn their design ideas into working prototypes. Not just clickable screens, actual interfaces that behave like a real products. So designers can describe the experience, generate the components, connect the flows, and produce something that developers can immediately test. So instead of handing over the static designs, UX designers can now deliver something much closer to a live product experience. And interestingly, this is something many companies are starting to value. So because it speeds up the experimentation, so teams can test ideas faster, validate user flows earlier, and reduce the gap between the design and development. So AI is not reducing the value of UX designers, It is expanding what UX designers can do. Section 5, the core argument. So let's come back to the real question. AI is a production tool. It can generate, it can assemble, it can execute. But it cannot ask the most important questions. Should we build this future? Why are users dropping off at the step 3? What does this moment feel like for someone using this product for the first time? So it cannot observe a confused user. It cannot understand the trust. It cannot interpret the human behavior that requires empathy, research, judgment, and context. So I started my career in 1999 when Dreamweaver came out. People said templates would replace designers. Then WordPress came into the market. Then Wix. Then no-code tools. Every single time people said that design jobs will disappear. And every single time the opposite happened. More products were built. More mediocre experiences appeared. And the demand for the good designers increased. So AI is not different. The real question is not, will AI replaces the UX designers? This is not the right question. The real question is, will UX designers who use AI replace those who don't? And the answer is very simple, yes. So if you are learning UX today, the goal is not just to design the screens. The goal is to design experiences that actually work for people. And increasingly, that also means being able to turn ideas into working prototypes, not just the design mockups. This Saturday at 11 a.m., I am running a live workshop where I will demonstrate exactly that. So, how a design idea can move from design to a live working prototype using the modern AI tools, not theory, an actual build. If you are curious about where UX design is heading in the AI era, you must find that session interesting. You will find the details in the description. And in this video, helped clarify something for you. Share it with someone who is asking the same question. Because right now there is a lot of noise around AI. But clarity is what people actually need. See you in the workshop. Until then, bye-bye.